Stronger than a whale, he can swim anywhere. He can breathe underwater and go flying through the air. The tamer of Atlantis is the prince of the deep.
This is the peaceful sea, and beneath its depth, the kingdom of Atlantis, ruled by the all-powerful Prince Namor, the Submariner. I am that prince, once the enemy of mankind and all, because of the most evil mind in creation. Let me roll back the tides of time and tell you that story. It begins in the fortified isle of Latveria.
Allies for peace. Bah! This is my greatest chance to strike. Now, when they least expect it, my attack must be foolproof, irresistible, all-powerful. Only by scoring the greatest victory of all time can I wipe out the humiliations of the past. The accursed Alliance for Peace is the greatest fighting team the world has ever known. Only one thing will be able to destroy them. An even greater team of super-powered foes. Yes, a veritable army of the most deadly villains alive. And by skillfully manipulating my high-frequency emotion charger, I can fan the flames of hatred in the heart of every evil menace in existence. I shall transform their peace day into their day of final destruction.
Meanwhile, at the dedication ceremony...
Be on guard, friends. My mutant brain senses danger.
Look! A drill pouring through the floor of the lobby.
Ah! Little did they dream that the mole man would dare attempt such a brazen attack. Smash everything my brain would slave.
Professor X calling. Red alert! Red alert! Mayday! Mayday!
Hurry. The professor needs us.
But who dare threaten us now?
Whoever it is, we have the power to handle them.
An immodest remark, but voracious withal, partner.
Hurry. There he is. Blundering fool! My stun staff will drive you back.
We will keep him off balance telekinetically. One high-intensity power blast ought to stop his army of subterraneans.
If you'll wait after class, we'll be glad to review this lesson in tactics.
Now all we've got to do is find a way to cork him up.
We've got him on the run. They're racing back underground.
I suppose we leave that to our frigid fighting friends.
Yes, sir. One cork coming up. There. That solid mass of ice will seal the opening and push them steadily down as it melts.
Ah! The overconfident mole man failed. But I will reach others with my emotion machine. Some inner voice is urging that the Mandarin must attack the Allies for Peace.
And it seems that the same inner voice is whispering to many other familiar figures as well. Emissaries of evil from out of the past, the present, and even the future. But luckily, not all who head for the peace building are perpetrators of evil.
One of mankind's defenders. He must be annihilated. None shall stop the Super Scrawl from his mission of destruction.
Thor, the vengeful thunder god, makes his awesome wrath felt. At that moment, in far-off Atlantis, I was receiving the unexpected news of the fearful invasion of evil which menaced all of mankind. And I learned that the greatest danger of all was suddenly rising out of the sea. Akuma, merciless warlord of the deep, determines that this is the golden moment to attack with the might of his legions and conquer a world. Far below the surface, the Submariner waited and watched and wondered if this would be the end of the human race. First, the villains attempt to destroy the peace building, then the city.
My goal is nothing less than conquest. Look out for his eyeglass ray!
Avengers assemble! We don't dare be defeated!
A mad thinker and his awesome android, whose body structure can be changed to match any foe. I bet the scupper. Takes more than a metal shell to beat me. My power transistors are the match of a dozen overgrown lumps of putty.
Master! Master! Hydra will pay double if our plan succeeds.
This vortex bomb will level the peace building within seconds.
But for every super menace, there seems to be a superhero to rise in fearless challenge.
Look out! We're under attack!
Stop shooting, you fool! You'll set off the bomb! Jump! Leave him alone on the truck! It will blow up as soon as it hits something!
Right. But it'll hit what I aim it for. So far, so good. Now, turn this bomb back on the agents of evil.
Atuma is astounded at the careening truck coming his way. The water hammer cushioned the bomb's impact. No one is harmed except Atuma's vast force. But have all the evil forces been vanquished? In a whirling, wondrous whirlpool, the thunderstruck Atuma and his invasion forces are pulled back to the watery depths by the irresistible giant vortex.
With the Tuma gone, we can easily mop up the others.
Battle is not yet ended. There is still the Submariner.
Look, there's the whole school of porpoise keeping pace with the ship. I wonder why.
Let us visit the coast and see how mankind fares in its desperate battle.
Ah, I finally found him. Now to attract his attention.
What now? A surface mortal dares invade the privacy of Prince Namor?
I come in peace, Submariner. Our meeting has been inevitable and long delayed. Behold the face of your ally, the one who shares your ambition, the total defeat of all mankind.
And his strong talk from a stranger.
Never fear, I am strong. Strong enough to join the powers of science to those of darkness. Show me the puny mortal who does not tremble at the name of Dr. Doom. I have a proposition for you. But first, a demonstration of my little toy. I call this cylinder a grabber. At a touch of this control knob, I can launch it in any direction. Observe.
Traveling on its magnetic beam, the grabber swiftly races across the floor of the ocean and homes in on the head of a huge pagan idol mired for centuries at the bottom of the sea. The huge mass begins to stir. Slowly it is lifted and drifts like a feather on the powerful magnetic current traveled by the grabber.
There. When I release this knob, my grabber brings back its catch, no matter what its size or weight.
Truly fantastic. That head weighs many tons.
Magnetic force is unlimited, and when amplified, it has the strength of giants. All that power is locked within this small cylinder. Now, I shall dismantle the grabber. You'll be able to hide its tiny elements in the hollow of your belt buckle.
Done. Then later I am to reassemble the grabber at some point in your plan when you're ready to release its incredible power.
Yes, when you come face to face with our mutual enemies. Now, listen closely.
Demonic Dr. Doom teamed up with the mighty Submariner. Can anything now save mankind?
What's all the commotion? Wow! Look who's coming up the street!
Fearless, calm, fully aware of his great powers, Submariner confidently makes his way through the uneasy, staring crowd. Stand aside. I will bode no interference from mere mortals. My extrasensory mutant brain detects the awesome presence of Submariner approaching our peace building.
What can the monarch of the deep want with us?
Be silent, air breather, and I shall tell you. I've come to seek your trust. Mine is indeed a lonely kingdom. And a lasting friendship may prove of more value than any fleeting taste of revenge.
Very impressive, Submariner. But how do we know it's not a plot? How can we be sure you haven't set a deadly trap?
See for yourself. Am I not alone and unarmed?
It is possible that you have come in peace. In which case, you won't mind us checking out the building. Projection room all clear.
Roof landing strip, all clear.
Observatory all clear.
Lobby and lab, all clear.
Launch area and electronics controls all clear.
Conference and map rooms, all clear.
Humans, your suspicion is laughable. Does my presence now pass your rigid inspection?
I'm not satisfied yet, Submariner. Stay where you are. I have a few more questions.
Suddenly, a loud tremor shakes the entire building. Slowly, the great skyscraper begins to rise from its foundations.
The building, it's floating into the air. We're going higher, faster. This is your doing, Submariner. You can stop this.
I can't, you fools. I merely planted the trap. But it has been triggered by Dr. Doom. Will Namor and the Defenders escape the trap that boomeranged?
We're now thousands of feet above the city and going higher. At this rate, we'll all suffocate in minutes upon reaching the upper atmosphere.
What has Dr. Doom to do with this, Namor?
That master of villainy is in a rocket plane above, using a fantastic magnetic grabber to pull us.
But how is he doing it?
His plane is attracting a magnetic grabber, which I planted in the basement.
Then our only hope of ever getting down is to seize control of that plane.
There is no time. The air is already thinning out. We'll perish from lack of oxygen before you can reach him.
Who can doubt the genius of Dr. Doom now? My plan has been executed without a flaw. I've managed to trap the only beings capable of blocking my ambition to rule the entire world. Submariner never guessed he too was included in that group. But now he's as helpless as the rest.
We're powerless in the empty void of space. None of us will be able to fight when the air is gone.
Suddenly, the silence is broken by the voice of Dr. Doom.
Greetings, my crusading friends. For those of you who are still alive to hear these words, I can tell you that we are near to the close of your little journey. But before I part with your delightful company, I shall set this building on a collision course with the sun, which I am certain will receive you warmly.
Stop it. We're done for. But while the Submariner lives, quickly, is there a water storage tank in his building? Led to the tank, Submariner plunges into its depths. Water. Life-giving water. Oh, I can feel myself growing stronger for what lies ahead. I must not fail. Unknown to the Submariner and his friends, a strange phenomenon occurs 10 million miles away. A speeding comet strikes a dead sun. The catastrophic explosion wrenched the heavens apart, sending a swarm of meteors racing through the universe. As they roar through space toward the building stolen by Dr. Doom, the Submariner prepares a daring plan of attack.
Don't do it, Submariner. I can sense your intention, but it will mean certain death.
Not for Prince Namor. That meteor swarm is what I am counting on to help me reach Dr. Doom. And now the word is, go! With the agility of a porpoise, the courage of a tiger shark, the mighty Prince of Atlantis leaps from meteorite to meteorite.
Now for the reckoning.
But suddenly, at the flip of a control lever from inside the ship, an all-powerful band of magnetism pins the submariner to the steel hull of the cabin. The pressure increases, which causes the submariner to bare his teeth in pain.
Magnetic force may keep me from getting up, but it cannot stop me from going down. Nothing shall keep me from Dr. Doom.
But unknown to Submariner, Dr. Doom has set another trap. He presses a button and...
I don't hear a thing. That's the end of Namor at last. Now all I need do is depress this lever to break contact, and the building will spiral into the sun.
The whole cabin is charged with electricity, enough to destroy you forever. I stored that charge like an electric eel, and now I'm returning it at full voltage.
I must get out before I'm electrocuted.
A rocky space wanderer streaks onward, unmindful of its human rider, unmindful of the loneliness of its never-ending journey. While back on Earth, the peace building silently settles back to the dark, deserted streets, guided by the Prince of Atlantis at the controls of Dr. Doom's deserted ship.
Now I, too, shall return to my proper place until the day when the human race in Submariner can live in peace and share the precious bonds of friendship.